Welcome to this module on the changing media and communications landscape. If you're a researcher or a scientist seeking to effectively disseminate your work to diverse audiences, you're in the right place.
Hello and welcome to this session on the changing media and communication landscape that is mainly targeted at researchers and scientists who are doing amazing work and have access to immense data that they would want to disseminate and share with various stakeholders. The session has been organized in such a way that we will start with a brief introduction about how the media and communication landscape has changed, and then it will go into various aspects of communication, from the source to the message to the various platforms to audiences and the effect of media and communication or the effect of messages on audiences. And then lastly, we will then ask ourselves, why should I, as somebody who's doing research, as somebody who has access to scientific data, why should I care about all this? And what would be the implications that I need to bear in mind as I seek to communicate to various stakeholders? Thank you. So just as an introduction, I think oftentimes when we think about how the future of media, a lot of emphasis is placed on the technological advancements and how that is changing the media ecosystem. But it would be important for us to bear in mind that that is just a tip of the iceberg. Media landscape has gone through a lot of changes, and that of course has implications also for communication. Whether you're looking at social or economic or cultural changes, all this need to be addressed in light of any conversation around what those changes look like. It's important that we understand some of that. A good place to start would be how for the longest time we have viewed communication. And one of the models that we've all, anybody who's gone through a communication school is familiar with is the Laswell communication model, which was very, very linear. We knew who was communicating, what the message was, what channel they were going to use, and to whom that message was intended, and then, of course, the effect of the messages that had been sent, and what sort of outcomes would we then be expecting, and that was easy to map out, easy to follow, easy to understand. Today's context is a lot more convoluted. You have multiple people speaking at any one given time. The messages sometimes get distorted even before they get to the audiences. We have various platforms that we use to communicate. Our audiences are a lot more segmented, so that even when you imagine that you know who your audience is, you sometimes really do not know. And all these have lots of very, very different outcomes to those that receive the messages.
Now that we have an idea of how the changing media and communication landscape looks like, in the next video, we'll start by exploring one of the key things shaping it: